Hi guys, it's Erin Booklinus, and I am doing the full spread. This is homework catch-up time. We're doing a book study on the Tiger's Bookshelf on Facebook with this book, which is absolutely wonderful. And this is the full spread, which, if you look in the book here, is on page 25, and I wanted to do this in a video because I am far behind. So I'm using my ancient Egyptian deck for this one because I love that Fool card. He's just absolutely wonderful. Let me do some quick shuffling here. I made sure it was shuffled previously just to kind of save some time. And I will cut it really quick. So the full spread, first question of 7. How have I been a fool in my life? That's actually a loaded question, which could be answered several ways, but let's see what this deck has to share with me. So, how have I been a fool in my life? Let's take a look here. And we have the Hermit. So how have I been a fool in relation to the Hermit? That's kind of easy to say with this card because I have a tendency to be a homebody. I'd rather be home with my books and just kind of squirrel myself away with some tea and not be the social butterfly that I, probably should be, to go out and meet friends and do more things. I'm not a xenophobe, but I prefer to be a homebody and stay home and study. So perhaps that was a little bit foolish during times in my life when I probably should have been out, when my friends call and say, hey, let's go do this. And I'd rather stay home with my books. That's probably what I get from that. Question 2, how has it helped me? Let's draw the next card here. And we have the 2 of Wands. Well, because I can reflect on the Hermit, the 2 of Wands tells me that I have that ambition to now look forward and think creatively, to not be that hermit, to look beyond the horizon and see the world and see that I want to go out and be that foolish traveler and explore and be creative. 3, how has it hurt me? 6 of Swords. Well, by staying in and not being as social and foolish, I have missed several opportunities. I've moved around a lot, and traveling around, as this card tends to have you travel, I've probably moved around a lot and not made as many friends, not been as youthful and exploring as I probably could have been. Number 4, where in my life do I need to be more foolish? And Strength, my favorite card, my birth card. We have Sekhmet there. So in relation to the question, I need to be more foolish and not be as closed in, not try to be as strong, but just kind of let go and be taking chances and being more joyous about things, not being as serious about things. Question 5, where will the Fool not serve me? We have, I don't read reversals, 8 of Cups. So 8 of Cups to me calls to mind leaving a good thing in search of something that you could be being fooled on. The moon usually is in that picture. But I would think that being foolish in missing and leaving things that are right in front of you can hurt you. Where do I find the Fool outside of myself? The Chariot. Being in control, being strong. So where do I find the Fool outside of myself? Well, being strong and taking control of my decisive actions, and seeking out without being foolish enough to miss out on things, and not being too strong. It kind of all comes together, doesn't it? It's fascinating to see how this spread helps you dig in and dive in and see things, especially with these majors. The last one, what gifts does it bring to me? So what gifts does the Fool bring to me? Princess of Swords, which in this case is the page. The princess is the page in the ancient Egyptian tarot. So this, to me, pages are heralds or messengers, and swords, of course, are our thoughts. So the gifts that being foolish brings to me brings new thoughts and ideas, brings new ways of being youthful, being almost naive to things, not being the hermit and being squirreled away, being more open to being creative in the world around me, not missing out on things by traveling and moving around so much, not being as strong, just letting go where the Fool is related, and jumping off that cliff and taking a chance, not being too foolish in ways that might trick me, and maintaining control, being victorious in that control, and using all of that to grant myself new ways of thinking about the Fool. So this was my Fool spread, and thank you for following along. My next spread will be the Magician.